How's it going, guys? This is ISmileyzI here once again, and I'm bringing you some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. It's time for the final investigation of Case 4. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Yeah, what is he talking about? We know Edgeworth couldn't have killed anybody. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life. Never! Nick. Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh yes, I do remember feeling faint. Right on. Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy! You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. Bow before your hero, Larry Bucks. I really don't want him to be my hero ever. Larry, you really helped us. Really helped out in the trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Of course he is. He has to be. He's Edgeworth. Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Alright, Nick. Way to just get, like, really deep randomly. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. What the heck, Phoenix? That was so random. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, wasn't that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me. Miles. And Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kinda forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm gonna hear this to the story today, and that's final. Alright. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the beginning of spring, 4th grade. I was on trial. A class trial. A class trial? They don't actually do that. That's kind of weird. You remember, Larry? Spring, 4th grade? Kid in my class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside. Oh yeah, now that you mention, I do remember that. And the music starts again. I could see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. It was coming down with a cold, and I'd skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it? Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. Wait, you were the only one not in class? Didn't you just say Larry skipped school or something? Or he missed school that day? Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. Which... whose idea was that? I didn't do it. Guilty, he did it. Guilty, it was you, thief. Give me my money back. You're such a meanie. No one play with him. Just admit you did it. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth. We're not going to play with you anymore. Yeah, no borrowing my eraser. You shouldn't be allowed on the relay race or on the library committee. Give me back my 50 cents I loaned you. Hey, did you do something else that I forgot the line for? Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Apologize to the class, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. It is a really bad feeling, though, when someone, like, accuses you of doing something that you know you didn't do, but, like, they won't stop, like, accusing you and everyone thinks you did it. Like, that is a terrible feeling. I tried to apologize. I went over to where the boy was sitting. That's when it happened.
Objection! You shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs is a child's evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs!
Miles?
It wasn't you who stole my money, was it?
No.
Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent.
But Miles, it was your money that was stolen.
Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? It's always how it is. Everyone ganging up, picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial's over.
That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were always friends. Wow, I had no idea. I'm sure you guys all got choked up from that very heartfelt, very sad story about Phoenix getting accused of stealing someone's lunch money. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? Something smells, it's usually the butts. Although, I wouldn't put it past Phoenix to steal someone's lunch money. Anyway, Edward and I talked out of that class trial. Because it's not like he gets paid for being a lawyer. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney just like my dad. A famous defense attorney. Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. Several years later, when I heard Edgeworth's name again, there was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Not necessarily. I mean, you wouldn't necessarily go up against Edgeworth. It's not how court works, Phoenix. You don't just magically get paired up with the prosecutor you want. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So, is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Oh, Nick! 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 We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. Very well, maybe. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. What he is? I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Yeah, so, in order to prevent there being massive amounts of evidence, they sometimes, in these games, they clean out your evidence so you get rid of stuff you won't need anymore. Anyways, first things first, we have to go check on that boat shop caretaker. Because he's missing. We don't know where he is. It's basically why the trial was suspended. Hey pal, long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? Got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. You go, Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. Eek! No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotta was camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Good one, Maya. Good one. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Alright, so, text Detective Gumshoe. Anyways, let's just go ahead and proceed to our destination, the boat rental shop. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's been too busy with the trial to show up for work. He was literally just at your office, Phoenix. Whatever. Let's go to the boat rental shop. Or outside the boat rental shop. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. Ahem! I know that clearing of the throat anywhere.
Ah, hello. What must you be doing here?
Out for a walk, hmm?
Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see.
Mr. Grossberg, there's no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow.
That is true, yes.
But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? I think that's the voice I gave him. Well, I'm not so sure about that. Oh, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. Bye. That was weird, I just kinda like snorted randomly. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Anyways, let's proceed to our actual destination. So without getting interrupted this time, Caretaker's Shack. Nobody's home.
Hello, hello, Squawk.
Hey, it's Polly. Wonder where your owner's gone, Polly.
Hello, hello, Squawk.
I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself.
Hello, hello, Squawk.
Anyways, Now that that caretaker's gone, we could poke around in his safe. Because remember, we got the code to the safe. That reminds me, Nick. Holly here knows the number of the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Holly, what's the number to the safe?
1228. Squawk.
Let's open it, Nick. Come on. Sure there isn't any money in there. Aw. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. He does keep like a broken TV or a broken mini fridge in the summer. I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Aw, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth! Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know?
How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing.
Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says, this is your last chance. Now is your time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting onto the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here, in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Definitely is. Probably the biggest clue we've gotten so far. I don't think we even need anything else out of here, so we're gonna go back. Back to Grossberg's office, that is, because he said we could visit him if we needed any help. And we need help! I think. Let's go to the offices. Okay. There's dialogue here. One day left, Nick. Yeah, I know. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going! Yeah, let's get going. To Grossberg's office. He's out again. When does he work anyway? Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. No, I thought he'd be here. Anyways, well, the only other place we really should need to go is Criminal Affairs. I guess we can go to the detention center too, but we're gonna go here first. See if Gumshoe's around here. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet. Gumshoe? He won't be coming back today. Oh, really? So there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. The boat shop caretaker. Shouted something about catching it if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. Alright, so, Gumshoe's not gonna be here. So let's go to the detention center, see if we can catch up with Edgeworth. There he is. Looking glum as always. You look as grim as always. At least he used a different word. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in 4th grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney.
Ridiculous.
Gee, thanks. That said, does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't even changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple, to a fault even. Well, maybe yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Well, let's get talking. Hey Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the three of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? In case you guys didn't know, lack of oxygen can do really wonky things to your brain. Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had not been of sound mind due to this oxygen deprivation. Which is a fair argument, I suppose. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. Started to hate defense attorneys. Poor Edgeworth. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He's a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he's obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent. Ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty, perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. And my dogs are barking. I apologize if you can hear that. It's quite loud. Anyways, do I have anything to present, I wonder? Maybe this photo? I don't know if that's a good idea. Nick, no! That's a photo of his father! Don't show him that! Oh yeah, true. You're right. Now probably isn't a good time to dredge up those memories. Even though we've already done that. What is it? Nothing. Huh? Yeah. What about this? It was that case that changed my life. Tomorrow on December 28th, the statute of limitations runs out. Tomorrow. Could that be a coincidence? But even if the case is finally closed on paper, it will never be erased from my memory. Never. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, poor Edgeworth. Not sure if we can even show him anything else. If we can, I'm not thinking of anything. Actually, there's one thing I do want to present first. This. Sorry, I'm not sure I can help you with that. Okay, never mind. We're gonna move. Move. Let's try to see if Grossberg's actually around. He's not there. Go back to the opposite of Wright and Co. Nothing here, I would think. No, I think that's like the very last place you go. I want to say there's something we could do with Edgeworth that I'm not thinking of. Maybe this? Where What are you showing me this picture for? No reason. You know, I was impressed by your deduction in the trial today. Granted, you were at the end of your rope, but still. Nick, he noticed. Haha. Yeah. Anything else? Deal 6, maybe this? Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Ah, revenge? On me? Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, Wright. But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So he was following this letter then? Which means there was someone else behind it. Now's your time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond? It also says this is your last chance. Last chance? Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations in the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is?